right, I believe we are live. Cool. Let me hit the record button. All right, welcome everyone. Keith Chasson coming to you live from my Zoom room, and we're live streaming into the Miracle Molecule Facebook group. And what I'm going to do is share my screen here real quick. You know what? Yeah, sharing my screen's not going to work. That's not what I meant to do. Stop share. Okay, so Ray, are you able to see my background? Okay.
Yep, I can see that.
Taking up the full screen.
Yep.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm after right then. All right, cool deal. So, Jamie and I, my wife Jamie and I have been with Neumi since April 17, 2022. And after reviewing Neumi's compensation plan, I was super impressed, quite impressed, to the point that, we've been in the industry since 1989, just a couple of years. And I've seen a few compensation plans and some that, personally, this is just my opinion. I would never, again, get involved with them because they seem too much weighted heavily for people who already have a huge following, have great influence over lots of people. And I was, we were pretty much finished with the industry, and I'd always said that if I could find something that would make it a little bit easier for the new guy or gal to really come in and win and succeed in the industry, that would pique my interest. Well, not compared, but when that was paired with my knowledge base of glutathione, what's called the miracle molecule, I got really excited and began to implement the process, sharing the products, connecting people to the tools and the leadership within Neumi, and then of course connecting them to the products and letting them experience their own experience. And that's really been the methodology that we've used since day one. We've did the attraction, getting people to be interested in what the product can do, sharing some testimonials with those folks, and then plugging them into to a system. And as a result, they've been able to participate in this compensation plan. Now, as a Neumi member, and as I'm strictly talking to Neumi members in this event, of course, we all love customers, and we've got quite a few of them. I can tell you, over the last 20 months, Jamie and I, this is just continuous. There's anything special about us. It's just applying a strategy every single day. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time during the day to apply it. It's not like we're working 24/7 like I was at my job before I was able to resign this past April from that thing. It was like we're not working 24/7. If we put in 30, 45 minutes each day of this effort I'm going to explain, that's plenty. We simply will create a post that creates interest. People will be interested in what the potentialities for them. We connect with them privately. We answer their questions. We plug them into the testimonial groups, and then we get them whatever additional information they need, answer their questions, and then when they're ready to purchase a customer, we let customers be customers. 100%. That's been my philosophy from day one, is to let customers be customers, because that's what they are. When you try to make a member a customer, especially in this compensation plan, it can kind of mess things up because customers won't make a purchase every month. They're going to make a purchase maybe 3 months and then take a month off, or maybe one every other month. That's just what customers do, right? They're not in it to build a side income or potentially something that could become a long-term income. So let customers be customers. And over the last 20 months, we have a combined total of personally enrolled 242 people, customers and members. Again, that's nothing special about what we've done, just consistent, persistent action every single day. And, we've had quite a few people where initially, 18 months ago, 17, 16 months ago, they expressed an interest. We get them the information and then they sit quiet for a while. The next thing you know, hey, I'm trying to place an order. How do you, if something's glitch, whatever, I'm not able to get, so you help them. So they're watching you. Most of the time, your people that connect with you are watching to see if you're going to stick with it. If this is really something that can not only benefit you, but could actually benefit them. And so they're watching to make sure you're going to stick with it. So persistent, consistent action is the key, and to take action every day, every single day. It's okay if you want to take some time off, do that, take a day or two off, 3, 4, take a week off. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just telling you that results. Here's a formula that I've always lived by. Theory times activity equals results. Now, what did we learn in school when we taught math? That in multiplication, any number times 0 equals what? 0, right? So we could have the best laid plans of mice and men, right? We could have the best plans, the best theory, the best conceptual idea to create something. But if we don't engage in the activity needed to create it, then our results are 0, right? And so as directly proportional as our activity increases, so does what? Our results. Makes sense, right? And so that's something I've lived by for quite a few years. And the cool thing about it, with Neumi's compensation plan, we're able to plug in a product that has remarkable results. Reorder rates that we've been experiencing are in excess of 70 to 75% of the people, customers and members alike, each month reorder the product, which is huge in the industry of network marketing. And that's a key to a successful business, is the reorder rate, right? People that are actually having a substantial result from using the product. Now, I get it. Some people are expecting immediate results. That's just the world we live in, right? Fast food, restaurants, microwave ovens, all things that are really bad for you. If you think about it, anything that happens quickly is not necessarily so good for you. Anything you bake in that microwave oven, you've molecularly rearranged every single water molecule in that thing. And when you consume it, that's not healthy, not at all. It doesn't match with anything inside your body. And in fast food, I mean, that's just pure junk all the way across the board. So methodical daily activity is going to equal solid results. And this product, if you consistently take it every day, swish one cap in the morning, one in the afternoon, next day, one in the morning, one afternoon. Heck, if you might be experiencing a little bit of challenge, you might want to do 2 and 2, right? Those things. Here's a deal, is that over time, you're going to have positive results, whether it's 7 days, 14, 30 days, whether it's 30 days, a month, 2 months, 90 days, 3 months, whether it's 6 months, whether it's a year. I can show you example after example after example after example of every single person that's stuck with using the product. They've got tremendous results from what their appearances were before they started using these products versus afterwards. And an outward appearance is a direct result of what's happening on the inside of someone's body. If they're looking old and aged and ragged, they're not too healthy on the inside either. I can guarantee you. But if they're looking vibrant and youthful and glowing on the outside, you can bet the inside is looking pretty doggone good too. So because of that, and because of the fact that we have 18 highly credentialed medical professionals that are on Neumi Science and Medical Advisory Board, all serving at their own pleasure for free, it's a unpaid position. Every single one of them are there simply because of this new HydraStat Nano breakthrough technology, a technology that works, that's proven time and time again through our NutraSwish, our NumiScan, and now recently released HydraStat Nano applied to botanicals, where they've released a women's hormonal health product that's changing things for a whole lot of women. And let me tell you guys, if you're watching this live or watching a replay, if you're a woman in your life, is happy and things are changing where she's feeling good and feeling better, I promise you things are going to be good and better in your life as well. 1000%. I get fist bumps from the guys on the call, right? So as a result of all that, it makes it easy. I say, let me say this, it makes it easy and simple to grow a business. It requires work. What I'm going to show you is it's not, you didn't win the lottery by, well, maybe you might have, I don't know. But just by being here, this is not a lottery. This is not something that's going to happen because you signed on a dotted line, right? You got your position with the company. It's going to require some effort. Remember that formula, theory times activity equals results. So what I'm going to lay out here is a compensation plan that plugs into the theory of Neumi, but it's the activity part, right? Got to get with the activity to create the results that I'm going to share with you right now. So Neumi's comp plan is twofold, basically. There's weekly compensation and there's monthly compensation. Okay, weekly and monthly. And I'm going to break it down. We're going to talk about the weekly first, because this to me is what makes Neumi's comp plan kind of a hybrid. There's a lot of what they call affiliate marketing companies out there. You can be an affiliate, earn affiliate commissions. To me, that's the weekly aspect of it. That's the affiliate. Then there's a network marketing aspect of it, which results in the monthly compensation. So I'm going to break it down to weekly and monthly, and then throw in a couple of little special idiosyncrasies that Neumi has about their compensation plan. And then we're going to open it up for some questions and see if anybody has any questions that I can answer directly, and then we'll call it a day. Okay, so I don't intend to be forever, just maybe 3 hours tops. I'm just kidding, not that long. I have another call at 5, so 2 hours maybe. All right, so let's do weekly. As a Neumi member, in order to remain commission qualified, you have to be in active status. What's active for Neumi? That's 100 points per month. Every 30 days, 100 points. Now, Neumi's not one of those companies that you got to do $200 on volume to earn 100 points. None of those shenanigans here. There's no monthly membership fees or annual membership costs or anything like that. You buy the products, right? Look, people say, well, why I got to buy to be active? Let me tell you something about buying the products you represent. Zig Ziglar. If you haven't heard of Zig Ziglar, I encourage you to look him up, learn about him, read about him. He was one of the greatest salesmen that ever walked the face of this planet. And one of the things that he taught me was through some of his teachings. I had the audio series, cassette, Secrets of Closing the Sale by Zig. And one of the things in there was he was a cookware salesman. And he was very good at it, obviously, because he was training some people. And one new guy came on, and he was taking call after call, going to people's houses, demonstrating the cookware. Zig was selling probably one out of every one appointment that he went. He closed them all, but this guy he just was struggling, and he asked Zig Ziglar to come along with him to see what he was doing wrong. He wasn't able to close the sales, right? And so Zig went along. And they get to the house, they jump up, they jump out, and they start walking to the house. And Zig goes, "Well, what are you doing?" He goes, "Well, we're going to meet the client, talk to the customer, right?" And he says, "Well, where's your set of cookware?" Well, he goes, "Oh, well, I don't have one." He goes, "What do you mean you don't have one?" He said, "Oh, I can't afford one right now. I can't afford to get one." And Zig's like, "You can't afford not to. If you're selling cookware and you don't own a set, how is your customer going to believe that you believe that this is any good?" So you got to be a product of the product, right? You got to consume your own products. And there's a dual benefit to that. By using the products that Neumi has brought to marketplace, the HydraStat Nano Technology, by using these products, your life is going to change for the positive. From a health and wellness standpoint, there is no doubt about that. 100%. When you sit there and study the things about glutathione, L-cysteine, and then all the botanicals in the HERS product, and listen to the testimonials, and actually some folks, their doctors are telling them, whatever you're doing, keep doing what you're doing, because your blood panel has never looked this good, right? So that's just proof positive that your life is going to be totally changed for the good from a health and wellness standpoint from using the products. And then while you're using them, people believe in them as much as you do because you're using them. So be a product of the product. That's the easy part. So 100 points a month, which is $100. It's a 1-for-1 deal, right? That's all it's required to stay active for commissions with Neumi. And so as a member, when you make a sale, whether it's to a customer or to another person who signs up as a member in their first 30 days only, a customer is forever, right? When you make a sale to a customer, no matter how long they're a customer with you, you get a 25% commission off of everything that they purchase throughout their entire existence as a customer of yours. Someone who signs up with you as a new member during their first 30 days only, you earn a 25% commission off of everything that they purchase. And so, example of that, I had a friend that signed up with us, and he bought $100 pack, the essential pack, 25% commission. He gets his pack in, has a tremendous result. 2 weeks later, still within the 30-day period, he buys $1,000 pack. What did that do? What was that for me? That was another 25% commission because it was within their first 30 days. So another $250 commission. So members was called their enrollment period, 30-day enrollment period. They are acting just like a customer in their first 30 days. They go into your holding tank where you have the option to place them if they prove that they're going to be an integral part of your business, or you keep them direct to you, whatever's going to work out for your growth in your company, right, in your business. But for the weekly commissions, every customer purchase anytime between Monday morning and Sunday night, that's a week. Any customer purchase is a direct commission to you of 25%. It's going to get better as you build your business. I'm going to explain it in a minute. And any new member person that signs up as a member and makes the initial purchase, any purchase within their first 30 days, you get 25% commission also from those sales. Now that's during the week. Let's say you sign up a customer on Monday. This person signs up as a member on Wednesday, right? That volume, you'll get 25% total on that volume the following Friday, not the Friday coming, but the Friday after the commission week closes. So the commission week is from Monday to Sunday. Sunday, the commission week closes. 5 days later on the Friday, you get paid your commissions for the previous week. Does that make sense? Okay. So here's a cool thing. As you begin to build a business, let's say this is you and you've got a few people on your team, right? And they're bringing in some people. And let's say this person down here makes a sale to a few new customers. They just get started, right? So this person gets 25% commission, but it pays 3% override up 6 levels for all customer sales within your organization. So as you begin to build a team, when they're making sales, customer sales, or even member sales during their first 30 days, right? That 3% commission pays upline 6 levels. Now here's a cool thing. Whenever you personally sign up a member, let's say this member is someone you personally signed up, but because of the activity that they're doing and what's going on down here, you decided you're going to place that person in your team down here. Now this is still your direct, right? After their first 30 days, any additional purchases from this member goes into that monthly volume I was talking about, and we'll explain that in a minute. But any customer sales or new member sales that this person makes, that still acts like they're direct to you for weekly commissions. In other words, still pays you 3% override, as well as 5 more levels upline. I hope I didn't confuse you on that. But when you move someone that you personally enrolled as a member into your organization, that's going to benefit the team you move them under when it comes to monthly commissions, not the weekly sales commissions. Hope that makes sense. I'll explain that further in a minute. All right, so there's two different commission buckets. There are weekly commissions, which is very simple. If you just think of it as an affiliate position, every sale you make, you get 25% commission, whether it's to a customer or whether it's to a member. Member within their first 30 days pays that 25%. Customers for the life of their customer activity, you get 25%. Now, after a member's first 30 days, they come out of their enrollment period, and now they go into the MLM version of the MLM side of the compensation plan, which is the monthly commissions. Okay, which is what I'm going to talk about now. So let's say this is you, and you begin to build a team. You got these members that are outside of their 30-day enrollment period. You directly signed up each one of those, right? And let's say you directly signed up a few more that are in your holding tank, and you wind up, eventually you're going to wind up placing them in your team somewhere, no big deal. But for explanation purposes, let's pretend that you only signed up 3. And let's say that those 3 do the same thing. They each only sign up 3. Okay. So now you're building your network of business. Okay. 3 who each get 3. Now you're limited to that? No, absolutely not. I mentioned earlier, 242 customers and members right over the last 20 months. So there's no limit on what you can do. You can sign up as many as you want. And the people who are building the business will rise and show you who they are. That way you can know who to work with directly and how to help them build their business. But for explanation purposes of the monthly commissions, this is you bring in 3. Remember, in order to be commission qualified, you have to do 100 points in order to earn commissions. So for explanation purpose, we're going to assume that every single one of these members are excited about the opportunity and going to purchase a minimum of 100 points each month. Okay, is that fair? So there's 2 things at work here with Neumi's monthly compensation plan. Number 1, Neumi has a 7-level unilevel, a 7-level. Oh, I'm sorry, I got the marker that has a mind of its own. So they have a 7-level unilevel, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And as a member, as a brand new member, you automatically qualify for commissions through levels 1, 2, and 3. So when you bring in, this is you're doing at least 100 points, and you bring in 3 who do 100 after their 30 days, their subsequent purchases after their 30 days goes into this monthly comp plan. That gives you $300 of volume on your level 1. Now, in the 7-level unit level, it's 7% of all the volume that you qualify for. As a member, you qualify for the first 3 levels of volume. So at this point, you're qualifying for 7% of $300, which is 21 bucks. Plus, you qualify for your first level of power of 3. That's an initial bonus you get, which is 50 bucks, right? I don't want to call it power of 3 yet. That's just a initial qualification. The first 3 people you sign up, you earn an initial $50 bonus. Okay. That's when we get to the next level that's going to qualify you for your first level of power 3. So what happens, so total in this structure here, your first level, you're earning $71 in commissions. You're earning 71 bucks. Now, I also want to make another statement. When we saw this business, and I decided to run with it, I never once looked at what I have to do to get my products paid for. That wasn't ever a question in my mind, because I was going to buy the product regardless of building an opportunity. I knew what glutathione was, so I knew how good it was going to be, or at least how good I hoped it was going to be. And it proved that it was even way beyond my expectations. So it was never about getting my products paid for. So I understand that making $71 in business with a $100 investment is pretty doggone good, especially your first month. I mean, a lot of companies in their first 2 years don't even break above the profit line. They don't even break above zero. So it's to do $71 in your first month is pretty good, in my opinion. So next, let's say these three people each do the same thing that you did, and they kind of copy you. And so these folks here are in it to win it. So they're staying active and qualified after their first month. And so they each do $100 in business. And so that puts 9, 12 total people in your organization. That's going to push you really close, if not to what's called a senior member. Okay. Now at senior member, you qualify for what's called the first level of power of 3. So, but that's going to give you 9 plus 3, that's 1,200. You're going to earn 7% of $1,200, which I believe is 84 bucks. Am I right on that? 219. Let me just check real quick with my calculator. I think I got it right. 1,200 times 7%. Yep, $84. So 84 plus 50. First level power 3. That's going to give you a total of $134 in income. So technically, 2 months in, that's more than what your investment is, the $100. Again, that's not really an investment. That's that's for your health. You're investing in your health and your wellness. But $134 profit. Okay. All right. So remember, as a member, you would get 3 levels of compensation. But now as a senior member, that opens up level number 4. So now any volume that happens to come from level 4, you're going to also earn 7% monthly commission on. So let's say these 9 on level 3 each bring in 3. So that's going to bring in 27 people into your level 3, right? So that's going to give you 2,700 plus 9 is this 27,936. That's 3,900. 3,900 times 7%. Okay, that's 273. That's $273 plus the $50 power of 3, because in order to qualify for your second level power 3, you have to reach what's called 1 star, and that's going to happen on this next go around. So here you would earn 273 plus 50. That's $323 in income. And guys, I want you to look at the difference, 134 to 323. From here, it really begins to go exponential and really gets exciting, because once you reach 1 star, you start to be able to make some different decisions monetarily. 1 star to 2 star to 3 star and on the diamond. And once you reach diamond is actually a rank within Neumi that if you decided that you got everything in order, finances in order, you don't have a whole lot of debt, at diamond, you could really make some decisions about what you want to do when it comes to a job that you might be holding, because diamond is 1,000% job replacement income for even a lot of doctors. It's really pretty amazing. So as a senior member opens up level 4, and let's say those 27 people just carry that same concept, where they each 27 times 3, that puts 81 people on level 4. So, and remember, this is all cumulative too, by the way. This is 323 just from your 3rd level. You're still going to earn the 134 and still the 71. So that's at the level 3, you're looking at an additional $500 a month just after level 3. Let me say this about that. Several months ago, I'd say about 9 months ago, I read an article. And in that article, it talked about for people to return back to the same standard of living that they had 2 and 3 years ago before all the chaos erupted throughout the world. To return back to that same standard of living, they need to generate an additional $6,000 per year in income. Now, if you were to take that $6,000 per year and break it down per month, that comes out to $500 a month. So right here, I'm showing you with a product that's making a difference in people's lives, a dramatic difference. They're experiencing some wellness breakthroughs that they've never thought ever possible in their life. We're talking about a product that's backed by science. There's over 180 something thousand published studies on PubMed and the NIH websites about glutathione alone and what its ability is, not to mention vitamin C and curcumin and all the other nutrients that are in the NutraSwish and the botanicals and the herbs. So the science backs the product. And then you got 18 medical professionals that all serving at their pleasure because the technology is breakthrough, right? When you bring all that together, it's a piece of cake to share this with people and begin to create a business from it. So right here, just at level 3, you're earning over $500 per month in income. What you need to return back to the same standard of living that you had just 2 or 3 years ago, according to the article I read, right? So once you hit here, now you've got 81 times 100 times 7%. So just on level 4 is $567. Plus wait, there's more. Because now you've reached the rank of 1 star. And that pulls in the second level power 3, which is an additional $200 per month. So just on level 4 alone, you're making $767 per month just from level 4 alone. You add that, the other 500, folks, now you're over $1,200 a month in residual income. What changes for you in your life? You know, would you drive something different? Would it be easier to get the kids in private school now versus public if that's been an ambition of your life? Would you maybe take an extra vacation each month with an extra $1,200 a month? Could that speed paying off your debt and getting rid of that credit card, that nasty credit card debt? Could it speed paying down your mortgage, an extra $1,200 a month? Would it be easier going through the grocery line with extra $1,200 a month, right? How many has experienced tremendous, crazy increases at the checkout at the grocery store? Every single person, right? So imagine additional $1,200 a month in the household. It's life-changing, right? This is why I get excited. Level 1 star opens up level 5 of the compensation plan now. So because you hit 1 star, now you get level 5 in the 7-level unilevel dynamically compressed matrix. I forgot to mention that part. Dynamically compressed, which is a really cool feature. So let's say here on level 5, you got 81 folks here, and all they're doing is bringing 3. Now remember, I mentioned earlier, 20 months down the road, we've 242 customers and members, right? So, and I'm only using 3 in this example. So I want you to think about the impact that that can make in your business. So 81 times 3, that puts 243 people on your 5th level. They're all doing 100 points. That's 24,300 in volume on your 5th level. And you're earning 7% of that, which is $1,701. But there's more. Because now at that level, now you've hit 2 star, 3 star. You've jumped from 1 star to 3 star. Right there. You jump from 1 star to 3 star, and you qualify for the 3rd level power 3, which is an additional $1,250. So now you're looking at $2,950 just on that level alone. And then it just gets exponentially stupid. And what I mean by that, add these together, or 1,200. Now you're looking at over $4,000 a month in income. So if you had additional $4,000 a month in income coming in, what does that do for you? I mean, there's a lot of dual income families that one can come home on an additional $400 a month. You know, instead of taking the kids and dropping them off at a daycare, now you can come home and you can raise your kids like you're supposed to, right? Like you desire to. I don't want to say supposed to, but like you desire to. Most people make a decision to have dual incomes because just from a financial requirement, a financial necessity, just to survive, especially in today's marketplace. I mentioned a while ago, the grocery store prices are astronomical. They're out the roof, right? So just to survive, we've had to go to a lot of dual income families. Maybe you want to reverse that decision. Maybe you want to have one of them come home and bring the kids home and be able to interact as the true family unit that you're desiring to interact as. Look, level number 6, that also as a 3 star that actually opened up. I think we're already on level 6, but 3 star definitely opens up all 7 levels I missed one of the openings here, but you're getting the concept. But once you hit 3-star, you do qualify for all 7 levels. And with 243 people on level 5, each only bringing in 3, 243 times 3, that puts 729 folks on your 6th level. And if they all did $100 in volume, that's 7, which they have to if they want to be commission qualified, right? That's $72,900 in volume times 7%. That gives you $5,103 in income just from that level alone. When you add everything together, now you're pushing over $9,000 per month in income. That's over 100,000 or right at $100,000 a year. That's right at a 6-figure income right there. You are at diamond here, by the way. So just in the 7 level, you got not over $9,000 in income. Now you're kicking in diamond bonus. There's a diamond bonus at that level. There's also, I didn't mention, but at 2-star and at 3-star, there's 1% global bonus pools that you get to participate in. So now at diamond, you get 1% from the 2-star pool, 1% from the 3-star pool, and 1% from the diamond pool. Over $10,000 a month in income easily as a diamond in Neumi. That's just my observation. Okay. So on level 7, which you qualified. Now, I didn't even tell you the rest of the story yet, so y'all hang with me. On level 7, 729 people times each bringing in 3, just 3. 729 times 3. That puts 2,187 folks on your 7th level, all doing 100 points. That's 218,700 in volume times 7%. Your income there, $15,309 on that level alone. You're over $25,000 per month, $30,000 per month in income just from this example alone. Each person just bringing in 3. And remember, I got to keep going back to this. We're nothing special. Consistent, persistent action. We've been over time, 242 customers and members in Neumi. Anybody can do that. You just got to stay persistent and consistent, sharing the idea. But if all you ever did was bring in 3 who each only brought in 3, who each only brought in 3, who each only brought in 3, level 7, $15,309 in income plus all these other ones. Put you over 25 to 30 grand. You got the 1% bonus pools that you're plugging into at 2-star, 3-star, and diamond. And this volume right here is going to push you to double diamond, by the way. Once you get down here, that'll push you to double diamond. Probably close to triple as well. So I'm just telling you. Remarkable concept. Here's the part I didn't tell you. All these people, they're here to build a business, right? So if they're building a business, doesn't it stand to reason that they're bringing in customers? Right? Every single customer sale they make weekly, you're going to earn 3% on that volume because they're within your first 7 levels. In addition to the monthly income I just laid out for you. So at this point, with this concept being followed, remember theory, this concept being followed at this point, with the weekly commissions from people bringing in customers, who knows? 35,000, 40,000, 50,000, I don't know. But to me, with a product that's as efficacious, has the highest cellular utilization of anything that we've ever been associated with, the HydraStat technology is breakthrough to the point that it's attracted 18 highly credentialed medical professionals that back it, that use it in their practice because it works. People having life-changing breakthrough testimonials because of that. This concept works because of the product works. Theory, activity is just a matter of deciding what methodology you want to participate in order to attract people to take a look at what you're doing. Are you going to create a list of people that you know? Are you going to contact them on the phone, make phone calls? Are you going to send them text messages? Or are you going to engage in some attraction marketing campaigns on social media platforms like the Book of Faces or Instagram or what's the other one? There's Twitter, but not much goes on there. There's LinkedIn, and then the big one a lot of people are using that and not Instagram. What's the other one? Not Telegram. Hold on, not YouTube. we we're saying all of them, but not
What's
TikTok.
that?
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah. And then they got WhatsApp too. So there's all kinds of platforms, social sharing platforms that you can utilize in this social sharing business model. And so you just have to decide what method you want to engage in, whether it's one, whether it's a combination of many, whether it's all of them. I recommend all of them. Build your funnel as wide as you can. And then people will come in. And as they come in, you get to have conversations with them. You get to share stories with them. You get to plug them into the tools that Neumi has made through the Neumi app. And then next thing you know, they're buying as a customer, having a life-changing testimony, decide they want to share it with other people. They upgrade their membership to a member or an affiliate, whatever we want to call it. And now they start sharing and your business begins to grow even more. That's the process. But this is the theory, that's the activity, and you'll get the results. All right, cool. That's Numi's compensation plan. I hope that cleared it up for some people. It's no longer clear as mud, like it was for me for a little while.
That was fantastic, Keith. Thank you very much.
You
That's great.
betcha. And if
There's
there's any,
also,
go
I was
ahead.
going to say, there's also the prayer platform. That's the one I use that a lot.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%. That's like the most powerful platform. Heck yeah, when you get that direct line from God with your
Yep.
prayer. Look, that's I call it that ties into providence. And I tell people all the time that providence follows commitment. And so the more you stay committed to doing the activity every day, every single day, providence is going to follow and,
Yep.
and it'll show up in the form of answered prayers. Absolutely. 100%.
Amen.
Got any questions? Jamie's monitoring the Miracle Molecule group. And so if there's any questions, feel free to ask. I'll clean the board here, get a clean slate, and I'm happy to explain anything that might not have come through clear enough.
I got a couple of questions here, Keith.
Okay, Ray.
Um, Customer pays what? Customer pays retail?
Well, there's two different types of customers. There is a retail customer, and which they would pay $65 if they make a single purchase
Right.
the first time. Okay. Now, if that customer wants to continue buying, they can remain a customer and set up an auto ship and now get the product at $50 per bottle.
Okay. They're still labeled a customer, but if they're on auto ship, they get the discount.
That's correct. Yeah.
Got it.
They
Got it.
always pay $65 for their first bottle.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
the subsequent one,
Obviously, because they're not on auto ship yet.
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Yep. True story.
Okay. Second question I had, how long is the holding tank?
30 days.
30 days. Okay.
The whole tank is 30 days, and you could still move people after the 30 days if you miss that. Numi has a tree movement form in the back office. You just once the 30 days is up and you want to move someone, you got to get the signatures of the next 7 upline folks from you, just so that because it'll affect somebody's commission potentially. I don't know why it's 7 levels, but it is. That's what they set. But it's
Okay.
in the back office. It's readily available.
Okay. And last question.
Yep.
Who do we have for competition?
Ooh, as far as competition on the product, it was an interesting question because when we was just at the diamond retreat, I think one of the diamonds actually had the very same question. And Stephen Scott said no one.
Wow.
Because the technology is so far advanced, it would take people years to come anywhere near close to what we have in the particle size, the delivery method. So and the fact that it's patent pending, so no one else can really, they really can't do anything at this point if they tried. So there is no competition. There's people who have glutathione products out there. There's one with this X39 patch, which was there was some discussion between Dr. Gordon Crozier and Stephen Scott about that at the Diamond Retreat recently in Cancun. I'm not going to repeat what they said about it because it's not good. And I can validate that because part of my testimonial is prior to getting involved with Neumi or hearing about the product, I had injured my shoulder. I don't know if you know my testimony, but I'd injured my shoulder, and I mean, everything you can imagine. Imagine hurting yourself to the point where you can't even sleep at night,
Ooh.
trying to do everything you can just so you can get a night's rest. I mean, rubbing in this cream and that lotion and this potion and taking these pills. And I even went on social media and talked about the situation and asked for help. And some folks, some friends of ours sent us these patches from that same company that does the X39 or whatever. And it increased the intensity of my discomfort so greatly. It freaked me out how bad I was hurting. Well, I couldn't sleep at night, so I wound up, I couldn't find anything to get rid of it. So I wound up doing what anybody would do. I mean, again, like I said, I don't want to talk about prescriptions or drugs or whatever, but if you had that heavy discomfort, whatever you think you would do is what I did to make sure I could sleep at night.
Mm, mm.
And literally within 48 hours, I no more discomfort ever since. Which I'm very grateful for that. Being able to return back to my body weight exercises. I'm able to play with my grandkids again without any fear of anything happening. I'm stronger today than I've ever been in my entire life, and I was always involved in athletics at a young age, junior high, high school football, and basketball, and track and baseball. Always in the weight gym, but I've never been as strong as I am now, as I was. I'm stronger now today than I ever was. I guess what I'm trying to say.
That's
So thank God.
fantastic.
Yeah, thank God for this product. So,
That's
uh,
fantastic.
in my mind, there is no competition. I know anything in the powder or pill form is junk. It's highly ineffective and inefficient because of the self-hydral part of the L-cysteine amino acid. It's very fragile. This is stuff I learned in 2004 about glutathione. Which is why I never went in that direction to help my mom, is because it would just be a waste of money at the time, super ineffective and inefficient. And then there's places that you can go to get IV intravenous infusions of glutathione. You sit there for an hour, they'll stick you with a needle and push it into you for an hour. And because of glutathione's half-life being only 90 minutes, within 24 hours, that treatment is no longer effective. So to continue getting glutathione supplementation effectively, you'd have to go back and sit in that chair again and do that over and over 2 or 3 times a week. And Dr. Gordon Crozier will tell you how all that works because he was doing it. And so now at $150, $200 a shot, it becomes cost prohibitive for most humans walking this planet. And so again, that's not a competition. And this is truly a remarkable breakthrough. And I think a lot of people are in the right place at the right time for sure.
This sounds like the perfect business, Keith. Really. You
Me, for
know,
sure. I'm with you.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. My wife and I ran a brick and mortar business here in Denver for many years, 21 employees, a lot of machinery, a lot of overhead. Well, I tell you, sometimes trying to make payroll every week, you didn't get paid yourself, as long as you had to pay 21 people. This business just seems fantastic. I'm excited to get going with it.
Kiyosaki's cash flow quadrant, man. You ever read that?
Kiyosaki. I haven't read it. I have not read the book.
That's a whole different train. You and I could talk about that on a different venue, but I
Yeah.
can tell you, you were in the S quadrant, which is self-employed. And one of the beautiful things about the S quadrant is there's an illusion that you own your business. You don't.
Yeah.
Customers own you and your time, and you're generally the last one to get paid,
Yep.
uh, if you do, and you're always the first one to get to work. So it's
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
some stress involved in that, and Not saying it's a bad thing, but I can tell you leveraging your time and leveraging a business model like what Numi's put in the marketplace is 100% the correct way to go, in my opinion, for sure.
Well, now all I need is some tools.
Yes. Well, have you downloaded the Numi app yet?
Yes, I do have it on the phone. Yep.
Okay, good.
Yep.
In your back office, there is some training. Have you been able to visit that training yet?
That's my next step. Got to
Okay,
get into the training.
yeah, get to that training and let you and I connect after we're done. Get to that training and shoot me a message.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I got another question.
Danae asks, is there a certain day of the month members have to have their 100 ordered, their $100 order to get weekly commissions?
No, just 30 days within 30 days of your previous purchase. But let me tell you one thing about the platform. Um, let's say your anniversary date is the 20th of the month. You got started on the 20th of the month. Okay, and you came in with the essentials pack, $100, 100 points. Well, on the 20th of the following month is when your auto ship would go off, or you would need to make a purchase by that date. Auto ship's not a requirement. I want to make sure I make that clear. Don't go thinking that you have to be on auto ship to get paid. You don't, but you have to do 100 points within a 30-day period of your previous order in order to remain commission active. So whether that's a person actual order you did yourself, or if you were on auto ship, either way works. Okay. Now here's the thing about at the beginning of the month, on the first, all previous points from the previous month clear out. Okay, they clear out, goes down to zero. So until you make your next order of 100 points, you won't be able to see all the volume that's occurring in your business. So I encourage people, whether you start on the 20th or the 31st, try to work your way to your order going out on the first of the next month. Get your 100 points set to the first of the month. That way it opens up. You can see all the volume, you can see all the activity going on in your business. Now, I know Neumi is currently working on migrating to the most elite back office platform in the industry. Practically every company in the network marketing space and MLM space uses this company that we're migrating to. They actually bought the company we had that we currently using. They bought them, so we're getting the benefit of that other platform. Will they have different concepts about that? I don't know. But for now, in order to see your volume when the new month starts, you need to place a 100-point order as close to the first. As soon as you do in the month, then you'll see all your volume of your business that's been occurring. But until then, until you place that order, if you wait until the 20th, you won't see it until the 20th. I hope that helps.
Yep.
Okay. Any additional questions? All right. Sounds good.
Keith,
Hey, Angel.
hey, I was just gonna say, I don't have a question, but I was just gonna say something to Ray. And
Yeah.
just mention this too. What it really dawned on me is that we've been overdosing our bodies all this time, whether it's supplements or anything over the counter or medications. Because if we think about the way that the HydraStat technology is created, it simply means that less is much more. And so our cells don't want this. Our bodies have never wanted all this. And I feel that this is probably why no one ever really gets well from anything that you take over the counter or especially through medications. So it's really amazing to me to think that the hydrostat technology is going to really it's going to change it's going to be a revolution of how we take things into our body, whether it goes through the medication industry later, depending on how they have devised the patents that are pending and that will continue to probably roll through the patents office. But it's just amazing to think all this time. No wonder Americans are as sick as what they are and why they don't feel well. And it happens because we've been overdosing our body, even from an aspirin. If we don't need that type of milligram, it's just not what our body wants. And kinesiology can prove this. So I just think that, Neumi has discovered something that's going to revolutionize the entire world concerning health, healthcare,
That's
and
amazing.
health. So
Yep.
I just
agree.
wanted to share that because that kind of dawned on me. I was like, all this time we've been doing this, no wonder, it's like, because we have to, our bodies are constantly changing. So we might need something today that we don't need something tomorrow because of the food we've eaten or the environment that we're in. And so the HydraStat technology is amazing. I
Yeah,
love it. So
absolutely.
just wanted to share that.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Angel.
Thank you, Angel, for sure. All right, cool. So with that, we're going to bring this to a close. Looks like we made it right about an hour, so that's perfect. We did live stream this meeting into the Miracle Molecule Facebook group, so which is good. It is recorded there and will remain there for other folks to kind of go through and take a look at. So
Tag the people you need.
yeah,
I think needs to be.
if you have people on your team that need to see this, definitely tag them in that group, tag them in that recording in the comment section. And let's get everybody understanding the simplicity of the comp plan. And if there's any questions, they can definitely ask it there or reach out. Either way works for me. All right. So y'all have a great day and we'll see each and every one of y'all sometime soon. Have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you, Keith.
Thank you,
That was
Keith.
a great meeting. Thank you.
All right.